is a fumble? Has he actually fumbled? If either way, the Bayou Bucks have held once again here with 38 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and our hats off to that Bayou Buck defense.
That's exactly right. Defense, and the old cliche, the old mantra, defense win football games. And right now, these guys are just pinning their ears back, and they are coming. See old Franklin Thomas here gets a hold of Gardner. And he just flushes him out. I mean, he grabs him, he just flushes him out. And actually, I thought it was a fumble, but an incomplete pass. But just a fine job. The defense is just playing a whale of a football game. Proud sponsors of the Bayou Bucks football. Heineken, Louisiana's #1 imported beer, urges you to drink responsibly and have a great time at the game.
Aubrey Jones calling a timeout, then with the score, Houma 19, Mississippi 7. We'll be back with 14 seconds left in the third quarter. This is Bayou Bucks football on HTV 10.
The self-propelled Toro personal pace mower. It adjusts to your pace, however slow or fast that may be. Another smart idea from Toro.
The perfect age to talk to your kid about marijuana is when you think he's too young to talk to him about marijuana. Talk to your kids now before someone else does.
Aubrey Jones opening it up on first down. Here's Michael Burks, shake and bake. Spins and gets an extra 5 or 6 yards after the catch. And with 6 seconds remaining in the third quarter, the Bayou Bucks get a first down off the first pass play.
Got a flag here. I don't know if...
I didn't see the flag.
Burks was a little early.
Boom. Nice hit there, but Michael Burks seems to relish the punishment.
Oh, that guy lives to put his hat down and put it on somebody.
That's a 3-yard penalty against the Bayou Bucks. They bring it back for illegal procedure.
You know, and those penalties are costly. You know, I mean, here's a guy, he comes out, he runs hard, he picks up a first down, and you know, those penalties, those are the ones that really hurt your football team.
That is the end of the third quarter with the score. Bayou Bucks 19 and the Mississippi Fire Dogs 7. And we'll be back with the fourth quarter after this timeout. This is Bayou Bucks football on HTV 10.
Trapp Chevrolet Oldsmobile Cadillac is proud to present our new facility. And we would like to thank everyone for their patience during our construction. Totally redesigned from the ground up with the customer in mind. Stop in and visit our outdoor showroom. See our great display of Chevrolets, Oldsmobiles, and Cadillacs featuring Tahoes, Suburbans, and Escalades. Trapp Chevrolet Oldsmobile Cadillac, conveniently located on the corner of Martin Luther King Boulevard and Hollywood Road.
Juno Marine is one of the most respected names in marine, commercial, and industrial air conditioning throughout the Gulf South. Since 1979, Juno has developed a solid track record that has allowed the company to maintain a diverse and demanding client base across the nation. With the Seahorse, the versatile belt-driven condensing unit, the compact spacing design of the 90M8 self-contained unit, and Carrier's 90RM series chiller, the latest in reciprocating chiller technology, Juno Marine can meet all of your refrigeration needs. Juno Marine, service, quality, and dependability.
There's the scoreboard, and there you see it. The Bayou Bucks on top 19-7 with 1 frame left. 15 minutes of playing time remaining, and the Bayou Bucks trying to conserve, preserve, and take home a victory.
And they've got to be happy with the position they're in now, but they got a whole nother quarter of football, and 15 minutes is a long time. Mississippi Fire Dogs came out on fire. Second half, they were doing some things on offense where they were exploiting some of the zones and doing a lot of quick hitters. But the Bucks have responded. Good defense.
Promotion on the playing field, and that's what's holding up play right there, as you see. Everybody having a good old time here.
You think you can make it? What would be the longest you think you could kick it through the uprights?
I think probably for me a 7-yard field goal might be it.
That's tough.
If I can nine iron it up there.
Right.
Not much leg left in the old guy here. Never was much, to be honest. 1st and 13 after the penalty from the 5-yard line for the Bayou Bucks, who lead 19-7. Here's Michael Burks up the gut and out to the 10 for about 5. As we said sometime back, Troy Johnson, my partner here, played a little college football, played a little pro football, St. Louis Cardinals back then. And on the other side was myself, who played nothing. Some people wonder what I'm doing here.
I thought you were a defensive back.
No, not even that. Not even in the backyard. 2nd and 8 for the Bucks. As Burks gets the call again, but Burks gets only back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a couple of inches.
That particular run, Burks came inside, and I mean, he tried to put a move, a little shifty move there on number 33, Gatlin, but Gatlin just stood. He didn't even move. He stood like a statue right there, and they would just bring him down. That's good recognition, good anticipation of actually just standing still and letting Burks put on a final move, letting him commit to you.
3rd down, 8 yards to go. Aubrey Jones under center there. Taking the snap from Martin and throwing, or making Troy Davis, and it's long and it's incomplete, intended out there for Kevin Hurd, but we have the penalty flags. And we assume it's going to be a defensive penalty, but we'll see in a second.
Yeah, they got old Kevin Hurd from the back. He had him beat there, but it was close coverage.
James Bell with the coverage for the Fire Dogs.
Right here, he's about to split him. He's about to turn to another gear and split him, and defensive pass interference.
Also Jermaine Casher, and they mark it at the 8-yard line, and that's one of the advantages here in the National Indoor Football League. They mark it at the point of the infraction. A big break for the Bayou Bucks. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And that's what you like to see in the receiver. I mean, when that ball is thrown, I mean, they had good coverage on him. As soon as the ball was coming down off his trajectory to him, I mean, this guy just was getting ready to explode. I think he would have caught it and went ahead and scored. But the good receivers, once the ball's in the air, I mean, they shift to another gear. You've seen Jerry Rice do that for years.
That's a 32-yard penalty. And it's 1st and goal to go for the Bucks. The toss to Burks, and Burks with no running room at all. He may have gotten to the 9-yard line, which would be a net loss of 1 yard. We'll give credit to the Fire Dog defense, led that time by Bobby Doyle.
Bobby Doyle just sniffs it out, follows his progression, and just comes straight down the line and bring Michael Burks down. But that's it, being patient and go through your progression, go down the line, and that's what Doyle did.
I don't think Burks is going to want to go to the Cinco de Mayo celebration tonight. He's carried 18 times. I mean, he's going to be a tired man.
Yeah, he's going to be tired and a little sore.
Check off at the line of scrimmage, and Jones on 2nd and goal, hands off to Burks. Burks spins on his 19th carry. He's going to the goal line, but he fumbles the football at the last second. They say no, he was down. And that's a break down at the 2-yard line.
Just as we talked about him being maybe a little tired after this game, he probably will be, but this guy here is a man. I mean, he just splits it. He goes right through the middle, spins. One guy can't bring him down. They take a host of Fire Dogs to bring him down. Burks is just a hard worker. He will not give up on the play, guys.
So it's 3rd down and goal at the 2. And with a touchdown, the Bucks would go up 18 points. See if they can cash it in here. 3rd down and goal at the 2. It's Burks at the goal line. Not in. Not in, but right at the goal line. So he did get a yard and a little bit more than that, actually.
Man, this guy's just, I mean, he's amazingly quick. He goes in the hole, stutter step, stops, get back in the hole again. It closed on him for a second. He stutter step, stops, and gets back in the hole again, and he almost scores. And I mean, that's just something you just cannot teach a running back. Either you have it or you don't. And this guy just has amazing quickness.
And brute strength as well, a 215-pound frame. Bucks are going for it. The football is near the goal line stripe. It is 4th down, and they have to get it in here. The Bucks are to give it up. It's a sneak. Jones, looks like that Jones will not get in. And if there is any advantage whatsoever here, it's that the Fire Dogs will start right on their goal line. But I know Jack Phillips is not pleased to get that real touchdown that could put them way ahead.
Yeah, that defensive line, they won that battle. They were able to get their shoulder pads underneath of the offensive line, were able to stalemate those guys, and they stopped Aubrey Jones from getting in on the 1-yard line. So they won the battle. And when you get to the 1-yard line, 2-yard line, guys, I mean, there's no trickery. Either you're going to get it in or you're not. Your guys are going to beat my guys. And that time, the Fire Dogs came up with the win.
So 1st and 10 it is for the Fire Dogs at their own 1-yard line. Woodbury in motion to the far side, and there's a handoff, and up getting some yardage to give a little breathing room for the Fire Dogs is Carlos Knight. Got a couple.
It's got a couple to get a little breathing room. They've got to put something together now.
Charles Poole.
Down by 12 points. They've got to put something together. Good job by Poole once again wrapping up. Another tackle credited to Charles Poole Rambo.
2nd and 8 at the 3. From the end zone. Gardner to throw, and he throws it long and deep out here. It is incomplete, and it looks like James Matthews lost it. Might have lost it in the lights.
Yeah, it just looked like when he was running down, he really didn't look back for the football until the ball actually got past him. You see Gardner delivers the football, and Matthews not really looking for the football, because if he sprints a couple yards, he can catch that football. He probably lost it in the lights.
Gonna be a lot of noise, Houma. When they get ready to get on that line, we're gonna need
3rd and 8 it is for the Fire Dogs of Mississippi, 2-time NIFL champions, 2 years in a row. And the Bucks are leading them 19-7 on 3rd and long. Here is Gardner out of the end zone, throwing it over everybody. So it's 4th down, and this will be an interesting kick coming up as they have the line of scrimmage at the 3-yard line. There's not much place to snap the football there, Troy.
Yeah, that will be a very interesting kick. I mean, here's another errant pass. And to tell you what all made it happen was big number 90, Franklin. He goes in, and he puts another whopping on Garner. Garner will be another sore individual tonight when he leaves this game. I mean, he's been taking some hits.
Billy Cochise is in to kick, and Gardner will hold. They place it just a couple yards inside the end zone, but the snap will cover only about 6 yards, which is not what the kicker would like. The kicker will have to, Cochise will have to hurry up and get his foot into it. The Bucks dig in. Here they come. And there's the kick. He does get it away. And there is Sullivan Beard at the 20, 25. He goes to the 15, 10. He's at the 5. He's close to the goal line. He is in for the touchdown. Sullivan Beard goes the distance to make it. Bucks 25, Fire Dogs 7.
Speed, speed, and more speed. What more can you say about Sullivan's Beard speed? You just can't do anything to combat speed. You knew this was coming, guys. Whenever you got a short kick, all you got to do is feel the football and just take it straight upfield. Right now, look at it. There's nobody around him. Sullivan Beard just takes it on the right side, and I mean, he turns on the Jets. Right here, makes one move, make Gardner miss, and he's into the end zone.
Safer to attempt the extra point. Clint checks Snyder to hold. There is owner Neil Seward enjoying it. Oh, his lovely wife, and Gordy Dove to his left with his wife Mona. The owner's liking the victory thus far. And it is Schaefer with the extra point. 7:43 remains with the score now. Houma Bayou Bucks 26, Mississippi Fire Dogs 7. We'll be back with the Bucks kickoff after this timeout. This is Bayou Bucks football on HTV 10. We're back here at the Houma Terrebonne Civic Center, 7:43 to play, and the Bayou Bucks. There's a beautiful woman there in blue. Okay,
that looks like Miss Calderona.
Oh, well, look at she's getting up.
She's getting up. Yeah. That's your wife.
What is she doing coming over here for? Great shot of Jean Calderera, former host of the cooking show, you know.
Right.
When Louis Gano had, you know, he deserves a break every once in a while.
Exactly. So you get all those good cooked meals because your wife she's a great cook.
Absolutely, great cook. Home ec graduate.
Oh, great, awesome.
Schaefer to kick off. 26-7 lead, and everybody's happy. Here in the Civic Center. Here's a line drive kick, and a lineman picks it up. Watch out. This is huge here. From the 20 to the, hit him low, guys. As you see the big man go down, and that is all 375 pounds of Terrence Ware.
I tell you, Terrence Ware, man, you see this guy coming, you got to get out the way. Here he goes. He picks it up, and he's just leading in, man. What a big guy. This guy is moving. He's got some pounds.
Terrence Ware, and I'm sure they call him Terrence Wear and Tear.
Yeah.
He'll tear you up, man.
Beware of Terrence Ware. He gets the football in his hand.
If I was on the special teams, I'd get out the way.
Oh, most definitely so, man.
They're at the 17-yard line with good field position. Terrence Ware gave him good field position. And Virgil Gardner, the quarterback, is looking to throw. He tosses it incomplete. Did a good job going to his left of getting it in the vicinity of Dexter Thomas, but Thomas couldn't come up with the grab.
Man, Darryl Hamilton, this guy's all over the field. He's doing a fine job. He's smothering the receiver right here. See, Gardner drops back once again. Charles pulls in like crazy. I mean, look at Darryl Hamilton. He's all over this guy. Hey, you ain't gonna catch the ball, guy. Fine job by Darryl.
There's the Bayou Bucks fans kind of kicking back now with a 26-7 lead.
Yeah, they're comfortable now. You know, they're gonna chill back a little bit.
Second and 10, I should say, at the 17. Gardner under a heavy rush gets it to Carlos Knight. Knight gets 2-3 yards to the 14, and then there's a late penalty flag. Face mask?
Face mask. Yeah, you got him by the face mask. You can see Gardner. Once again, here comes the rush. Franklin Thomas, right now, they just dominating the game all over again. You can see the defensive line just taking charge. And Gardner's he's having a go of it right now. I mean, he's getting up, he's limping back to the huddle. They're putting a lot of pressure on him, putting him on the turf. So that's what you want to do with a quarterback. I mean, you're bringing a guy in that's second string quarterback. You want to rally him, you want to hit him, and hopefully he'll make those mistakes where you can capitalize.
Before that pass completion, Gardner had thrown 6 consecutive incompletions. The Bucks were doing a number on it, but now it's 6:10 to play. They're at the 5-yard line and looking at a score here. Gardner to throw. He throws. Oh, it's behind the intended receiver, James Matthews, who went the other way. So, break for the Bucks there.
Gardner's livid at Matthews. Apparently, that was a miscommunication. Matthews ran an out route, and all of a sudden, he took it upfield like he was running a wheel route. And Gardner goes at him and said, "Hey, you've got to stick with that route. I'm looking for you to break out."
Second and goal at the 5. There's Sam Forehand, who played a little football at LSU. He's on the offensive line for the Mississippi Fire Dogs.
Another big guy.
Now the Bucks are coming in. They didn't look like they were invited. And the penalty flags come down, and unless somebody moved, the Fire Dogs, the Bucks are offside, and they are.
These guys are trying to anticipate the snap count.
It's time for the chicken dance.
Oh, here it is.
That's right.
That's it.
Tell John to do the chicken dance right there next to you.
There we go. We got some fans doing a chicken dance. One guy, he's got his antlers on his hat.
There you go.
Hey, he's doing it, man.
He knows what it's all about. Yeah. So it's now second and goal at the 2.5-yard line. Gardner will try to throw for it. And he has no one open now, fires, and it's intercepted by James Hughes. Hughes comes out of the end zone, and that's okay. And the Bucks will take it at the 2-yard line. And how about that Buck defense once again? You have got to love the Bayou Buck defense.
You've got to love this defense once again. They step up. James Hughes, a big-time interception again. But that was just a poorly thrown ball by Garner. Right here, he has nobody open, and this ball is just thrown out of frustration. He pumps it. I mean, he just has everybody's covered. He just throws it. And right there, Hughes picks it off. That ball is just thrown out of frustration. Defensively, they're covered.
4th interception for the Bayou Bucks. They have done a number tonight on the quarterbacks for the Mississippi Fire Dogs.
They really have. They've rattled Garner, and they have blanketed the receivers. I mean, the DBs have really done a fine job.
5 minutes and 4 seconds remain. It's Houma 26, Mississippi 7, and looking good for the Bayou Bucks to get that second victory of the season. First one coming for another Mississippi team, the Tupelo Fire Ants 2 weeks ago.
The Fire Ants.
Houma Bayou Bucks, I guess you can say, enjoy playing with fire.
That's it. Yeah.
I'm glad we're laughing at ourselves. Probably no one like.
No, but that was a good one.
Thank you, Troy.
They really,
oh boy.
They really put a, how would you say it, insecticide on the fire ant, huh?
It's the DDT.
The DDT, that's it.
The Courier can use one of those headlines that we're offering here. Huh?
That's right.
I know that, of course, at Fire Dog games, they play Who Let the Dogs Out a lot. One of their themes. Today, they may, Biloxi Herald may write, Who Put the Fire Out? Well, it's Houma Bayou Bucks. Here's a handoff to Michael Burks, a former Rummel High School product. Gets it out to the 6 or 7 yard line. Nice run.
And Coach Phillips right now, he's going to milk the clock. He's got a 19-point lead, and all things guys have to do now is hold on to the football and run some time off the clock.
Well, workhorse Michael Burks is 21 carries unofficially today. And the Bayou Bucks have the clock down to 4:05 remaining with a 26-7 lead. 2nd and 5 at the 7. And new quarterback Will Birch lofts it and completes his first pass as a Bayou Buck for a first down to Michael Burks. Will Birch in the football game.
Will Birch, I mean, he gets back there, he stumbles up a little bit, and he throws a little bit of a little wobbler, but it's completed. So here Will, he stumbles out a little bit, got to get his footing. He regains himself, throws it up, and Burks goes up with the hands and takes it out of the air. Burks is doing it all tonight.
Will Birch is batting 1,000.
That's it, 1 for 1.
So is Clint Scheck's not. 1 for 1.
1 for 1, batting 1,000, man. Awesome average.
Aubrey Jones, meanwhile, we have him at 8 for 15 for 115 yards. 2 great touchdown passes tonight to Kevin Hurd. Here's Birch to throw. And he's going to be sacked. Sacked to the 11-yard line. Birch played his college football at East Stroudsburg State in Pennsylvania.
And once you get a guy in taking the place of an Aubrey Jones like this, you want to try to get him some passes in, let him get a little bit comfortable of feeling the offense out. And, that's what Coach Jack Phillips is doing. I mean, he can run the football, but he wants to get this guy, get him in a little bit of repetition, throwing a couple of passes out there, getting him comfortable, and letting him get a little experience in throwing the football.
2nd down and 16 from the 11. More importantly, that clock running with 2:28 remaining in the game. And there's a timeout for the Bayou Bucks. Up 26-7 with 2:27 remaining. And we'll keep it right here as the Bucks enjoying this one. Fans enjoying it.
We've been seeing that, there are different lineups almost every week of the 25-man roster. Guys switching in and switching out. And what the coaches do, they're going to evaluate. They're going to watch film on other teams, and they're going to see, exactly what personnel is going to fit their scheme best against what their opponent is doing. So So that's why you see the roster change a little bit, and they're going to use certain guys in certain situations as far as to get that matchup on what the other team doing and what personnel is going to match up the best.
Coach Jack Phillips talking to his team. He's assisted by C.J. Maton, Franklin Thomas, who plays, and also coaches. Other coaches, of course, Benny Berg, special teams coach, our good friend from Vanderbilt Catholic. Ronald Rankins, and where's Dutt?
Dutt, Greg
Harding. Yeah.
He's in the end zone. I saw him running out with the coaches. He was running last, man. He's got to get his knees.
2nd and 16. As Birch throws, and it completes it out here to Sullivan Beard, who's playing wide receiver there at the 20-yard line of the Mississippi Fire Dogs. And that should give the Bayou Bucks a first down, but it's not going to count because there's a penalty flag. You'll see Birch step into the pocket and throw it here on the run.
Good job, Birch. You know, he's got a little pressure. He steps up in the pocket and throws it on the run. Flag negates the catch, but good job of feeling the pressure coming, stepping, finding an open area, and delivering the football.
And it's a 6-yard penalty, which is a big one in National Indoor Football League action. So it's 2nd and 22 at the 5 now with 2:11 remaining in the clock running. When it gets to the 2-minute mark, then the clock will stop with incompletions.
I like what Coach Phillips is doing, though. He's not running the football. He's going to give Bert some experience in throwing the football.
There's your 2-minute warning with the score. Bayou Bucks 26, Fire Dogs 7. We'll be back with more from the Houma Terrebonne Civic Center after this.
Juneau Marine is one of the most respected names in marine, commercial, and industrial air conditioning throughout the Gulf South. Since 1979, Juneau has developed a solid track record that has allowed the company to maintain a diverse and demanding client base across the nation. With the Seahorse, the versatile belt-driven condensing unit, the compact spacing design of the 90MA self-contained unit, and Carrier's 90RM series chiller, the latest in reciprocating chiller technology, Juneau Marine can meet all of your refrigeration needs. Juneau Marine, service, quality, and dependability.
Johnson steps out of the batter's box and calls time. We've all seen this ritual before. Next is bat. Now's the he could be here a while. He steps in, and he's called time again.
The Time Cutter Z from Toro. So maneuverable, you can cut your lawn in half the time it takes with other mowers. So you won't miss out on the things you enjoy.
That's the beauty of the game, folks. There's no time limit.
Another smart idea from Toro.
Michael Burks carries the football from the 5-yard line on out close to the 10 on 2nd and 22, and with 1:48 and the clock ticking, Bucks will play at 3rd and long.
I'll tell you what, tonight we saw a great game. Defensively, my hat just goes off to these guys, and they made some crucial stands on the 1-yard line. Just unbelievable game. Franklin Thomas, Charles Poole, the defensive back Hamilton played a great game. James Gilliard. So defensively, these guys played a whale of a football game. Kevin Hurd's got to be ecstatic. I mean, here's a team that wouldn't release his rights 2 or 3 weeks ago. He comes in and makes 2 touchdown catches. So overall, just a fine game.
Fans will go home happy tonight. Clock stops 1:43 with a Fire Dog timeout. They have 1 remaining. The Bayou Bucks leading Mississippi Fire Dogs 26-7, and as we said earlier, this is a team that has enjoyed success. The Mississippi Fire Dogs, that is, they've won the National Indoor Football League Championship twice in a row.
And here again,
there she is.
We're finally again.
There she is. She has gotten a lot of airtime tonight.
She gets a breath tonight, man.
Serious look on her face. Lovely wife. There's another shot.
Another shot. Boy, great camera work by the guys in the club. Bryce and Graham and the crew doing a fine job.
Unbelievable. Here go the Bucks with Church to throw on 3rd and 18. Throws it short to Burks. Burks caught quite a few tonight. He gets 5 yards here, maybe a few more. That's his 5th catch of the night. He's the leading receiver on the evening for the Bayou Bucks. Clock rolls with 1:25 remaining. And it's 4th down. Burks out of the backfield.
Here he goes. Nice little throw on the side here. Burks picks up a couple of yards after the initial hit. He's been doing that all night. He's had a fine game.
Mike Schaefer will try to hammer it home. With Clint Scheck-Snyder holding at the 10-yard line. About a 45-yard effort here. He kicks it, it's blocked, and it's taken by Ramondo Martin, who's tackled immediately at the 17-yard line, very alertly, I might add, by Matt Butler. With 48 seconds remaining, it's just about the cocktail hour.
Yeah, it's just about it. History, another game in the books. And this will be a big win for the Bucks. Not only are they coming away with a second win, but they've beaten a team that had actually won the championship a couple of years. So it's got to be a big win for these guys.
And how about an autograph? Young man would like Bayou Bell to autograph his hard hat.
Oh, yeah. Bayou Bells are getting a lot of, I've been writing a lot of autographs tonight.
First and 10 at the 18 for the Fire Dogs. They'll take a couple of shots at the end zone with 48 seconds remaining. Virgil Gardner, the quarterback. And the quarterback out of Idaho State looks to throw long. Fires it long for Woodbury, incomplete. Over the head of, again, of Lamont Woodbury there. And had good coverage, though, from Sullivan Beard and Darrell Hamilton. Those defensive backs have had good games for the Bayou Bucks tonight.
Yeah, they've played a whale of a football game tonight. Great coverage, in and out coverage with Hamilton. Right on the top, Sullivan Beard's behind. They got in and out on Woodbury. There's no way they're going to complete that pass. And both of those guys have played a great football game tonight.
4 interceptions on the night. James Hughes has had 2 for the Bayou Bucks. Hamilton had 1, and Sullivan Beard early in the game picked one off. Second and 10 of the 18. Clock stopped at 43.1 seconds left to play. Gardner to throw. Ace sacked. Franklin Thomas fumble. There's a lineman picking up the football. A lineman's dream. Montra Edwards, I should say. 305 pounds. And again, I would get out of the way.
Definitely.
Oh, Gardner is down. And 29 seconds left. Virgil Gardner.
He drops back here. I mean, Gardner's played a great game. Franklin Thomas wraps him up. Yeah, that's a lot of weight on top of Gardner there with Frankie Thomas. But just a good football game by the defense. Once again, my hat goes off to them. They went out and they did what they had to do. And like I said, defense win football game. These guys came to play tonight.
There's Franklin Thomas. There's the owner, Gordy Dove, having a good time. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Telling everybody, come on to the party.
Come on down, hey.
Next game is Winston-Salem, home next Saturday night, 7:30. Earl Carmichael along with the owner, enjoying the game.
And Gardner, they're carrying him off the field. This guy, I mean, he's a warrior, he's a battler, but he took some serious shots tonight.
The question is who will take the next snap. Stu Rayburn appears to be out of the game. That's him, the far side, but there you see Gardner.
I think Woodbury looked like he's...
There they are, dancing the chicken dance.
Hey, that's it. Woodbury stepping in at quarterback, the receiver, so they're down to their last...
6'3", 228 quarterback now. With 10 seconds and the clock running and a Bayou Bucks victory at hand, it looks like they're going to let it go. In fact, he is. Let's touch Woodbury, and that'll do it. They concede victory. And there's that heart-stopping pyrotechnic blast.
It always gets me, man. I thought I was prepared for it. It always shakes me up.
The final score, Houma Bayou Bucks 26 and the Mississippi Fire Dogs 7. The Bucks go to 2-4 on the season in second place in the Atlantic South Division. Mississippi Fire Dogs fall to 2-3. They stay in second place in the Atlantic East. We'll be back to wrap it up here at the Houma Terrebonne Civic Center. Final 26-7. This is Bayou Bucks football on HTV 10.
Trapp Chevrolet Oldsmobile Cadillac is proud to present our new facility, and we would like to thank everyone for their patience during our construction. Totally redesigned from the ground up with the customer in mind. Stop in and visit our outdoor showroom. See our great display of Chevrolets, Oldsmobiles, and Cadillacs featuring Tahoe, Suburbans, and Escalades. Trapp Chevrolet Oldsmobile Cadillac, conveniently located on the corner of Martin Luther King Boulevard and Hollywood Road.
The self-propelled Toro personal pace mower. It adjusts to your pace, however slow or fast that may be. Another smart idea from Toro.
Final score from the Houma Terrebonne Civic Center is 26-7. The Bayou Bucks on top. They defeat the Mississippi Fire Dogs, two-time national champions of the NIFL. It's a great victory for the Houma Bayou Bucks as they get number 2 on the season. Troy Johnson. It was a complete victory both on both sides of the football and the special teams. Everybody just did their job.
Yeah, I mean, everybody did. Defensively, I mean, what more can you say? They just played a fine football game. Defensive backs came up with 4 interceptions. Defensive line did a fine job of holding these guys, keeping them out of the end zone. And offensively, Aubrey Jones did a fine job the first half throwing the football. Kevin Hurd played big. Always Michael Burks is doing a fine job. So, you know, they played big tonight.
Kevin Hurd caught 2 touchdown passes both in the first half, and he defeats his old ball club. He played on this Mississippi Fire Dog football team and is, of course, well publicized squabble he had with his old team and could not play in that first game, and finally comes back and does it. There's the owner's box as they enjoy the victory. Hurd with 2 touchdown passes from Aubrey Jones, and of course Hamilton with a 42-yard interception return. Sullivan Beard with a 31-yard kickoff return. So everybody got into the act today. A complete victory once again. And Troy, enjoyed working with you again. Look forward to next Saturday night.
Enjoyed it, man. You know, I just like seeing the fans here. A couple of old friends. One of my old friends, Kirk Paulson, he was at the game tonight, and he and his 2 sons, they had a great time, he was telling me. So just love seeing old friends at the game.
Great place to come and see your old friends here at the Houma Terrebonne Civic Center. Next Saturday, it's the Winston-Salem Energy coming in to take on the Bayou Bucks. 7:30 kickoff right here at Barker Field in the Houma Terrebonne Civic Center. So Troy will close it out now. It's a final score of 26-7. Houma Bayou Bucks over the Mississippi Fire Dogs. For Troy Johnson, I'm Steve Calderera. A big thank you to Bryson Graham and the crew of HTV 10. A great job once again. We bid you until next Saturday night a pleasant good day. This is Bayou Bucks football.
You tired of sitting in that lounger? Do you want more exciting football? Then Barker Field at the Civic Center, home of the Bayou Bucks indoor football team, is the place to be. The Bucks will offer 7 home games, lots of tailgating, the Bayou Bells dance team, and the entertainment of Buckshot, the mascot. Call the Bayou Bucks hotline at 985-580-8182 for your tickets. No more lounging around. Bayou Bucks football at Barker Field is the place to be.
If you're over age...
From Barker Field at the Houma Terrebonne Civic Center, the Bayou Bucks football NIFL is on the air. The National Indoor Football League comes to you once again here on HTV 10. I'm Steve Calderera, and alongside me is my old partner, Troy Johnson. As you can see, the game between the Bayou Bucks and the Winston-Salem Energy getting set to get underway. The Bayou Bells being introduced onto the Houma Terrebonne Civic Center field. Come on the motorcycles. Quite a spectacle here at the Houma Terrebonne Civic Center. Big game tonight between the Bayou Bucks and the Winston-Salem Energy. Winston-Salem sporting a good football team led by Oscar Davenport, former quarterback out of North Carolina. Their team just came onto the playing field before the Bayou Bucks. There's a good shot of the Bayou Bucks. And Troy, tonight, Bayou Bucks would like to put another one back-to-back win, as they did a good job last week defeating the Mississippi Fire Dogs by a score of 26-7.
Yeah, fine job. Mississippi Fire Dogs won 2 championships in the NFIL. So fine job by the Bayou Bucks of coming in and playing solid football defensively. These guys were able to come away with another win.
Winston-Salem plays in the Atlantic North Division of the National Indoor Football League. They are 3-3 on the season. Within their division, they are 2-2. They're in second place behind the Ohio Valley Greyhounds, who are undefeated. Meanwhile, the Houma Bayou Bucks, 2-4. They have not won a game within their division yet, and they are currently tied in second place with the Austin Knights behind the Lake Charles Land Sharks, who are 6-0 undefeated. As Your good pal Buckshot huddling up with the Bayou Bells.
Buck's always on the spot, man. He's always on the spot.
For the coaching staff of the Bayou Bucks.
There are the coaches, Jack Phillips leading his crew out onto the playing field. Jack Phillips and C.J. Maiden, Benny Berg, Ronald Rankins, and Greg Dutt Harding. Of course, the coach on the field is Franklin Thomas, defensive end.
Yeah, you're definitely right. Franklin Thomas is doing it. He's doing it all. He's on the field coaching, and he plays a whale of a job when he's on the field at defensive end.
Kevin Hurd being introduced along with Matt Butler. This will be your 21-man roster for tonight's game. Mike Schaefer, the kicker, now coming through, number 3 right there. Timmy Betts, linebacker out of Troy State. James Gilliard, the LSU graduate and linebacker. Of course, quarterback Aubrey Jones, he'll be the starter tonight. Will Birch is the backup quarterback. There he is in his second week with the Bayou Bucks. James Hughes, who had a great game last week, a couple of interceptions. They call him 50. Michael Burks, the big running back, punishing running back from Auburn. Travis Brown is back at defensive back. His first playing time in a while. Number 25, Sullivan Beard, goes both ways, wide receiver and defensive back. Charles Poole, leading tackler on this team for the Bayou Bucks. Darrell Hamilton, who got an interception last week and went all the way, went the distance. Nose guard Roger Green. First game last week with the Bayou Bucks was a good one. Charles Johnson, Rambo, is coming through, and Lane Evans, one of the starting offensive linemen. There's Troy Davis and Kerwin LaFrance being introduced. Quentin Scheck-Snyder will be coming through, the Vanderbilt graduate, who also played at Rhodes College. Caught a couple of passes last week. Franklin Thomas, the player coach, the leader on this defense of the Bayou Bucks. And Pierre Wilson, your man, is back playing offense tonight, starting on the offensive line.
Yeah, we missed Pierre last week. Now he's back on the offensive line. There's a guy who can do it on both ends, offensively and defensively. His motor never stopped, Pierre Wilson.
Now the Bayou Bucks huddling around Coach Jack Phillips. And in a moment, we will have the toss of the coin and then the kickoff of tonight's game. We will take a break right now. The game between the Winston-Salem Energy and the Houma Bayou Bucks getting set to kick off. This is Bayou Bucks football on HTV 10.
The courtesy cars are here in New Orleans. Now, Buick presents the ultimate drive-away. Over 100 low-mileage Buicks, the official vehicles driven by the pros during the Compact Classic. They're available now with exceptional factory-to-dealer discounts. Plus, choose 1.9 APR or up to $3,000 cash back on these courtesy cars and new Buick models. It's the ultimate drive-away. See your better Buick dealer.
Introducing the Toro Twister, a utility vehicle that works hard and plays hard, featuring Toro's exclusive suspension that keeps the Twister's wheels grounded for superior traction and best-in-class 1,400-pound load capacity. The all-new Toro Twister, ready to work, eager to play. Work one out for yourself at a Toro dealer today.
Juno Marine is one of the most respected names in marine, commercial, and industrial air conditioning throughout the Gulf South. Since 1979, Juno has developed a solid track record that has allowed the company to maintain a diverse and demanding client base across the nation. With the Seahorse, the versatile belt-driven condensing unit, the compact spacing design of the 90 M8 self-contained unit, and Carrier's 90 RM series chiller, the latest in reciprocating chiller technology, Juno Marine can meet all of your refrigeration needs. Juno Marine, service, quality, and dependability.
And we are back at Barker Field at the Houma Terrebonne Civic Center. Steve Calderera along with Troy Johnson getting ready for the kickoff of tonight's game between the Winston-Salem Energy and the Houma Bayou Bucks. The National Indoor Football League contest. We're at mid-season, and we'll see if the Bayou Bucks are in mid-season form, if they can get their second consecutive victory as Denny Deskovich tees it up for Winston-Salem. Sullivan Beard and Michael Burks are back for the Bucks as Deskovich in North Carolina State grad approaches the football and kicks it off. It's a line drive and it's going in a neighborhood. and have Michael Burks, who will down it. And the Bucks will have it on the 5-yard line, 1st and 10.
Crucial game for both of these teams. Bucks at 2 and 4, and Winston-Salem at 3 and 3. So it's a big game for both teams tonight. And we're going to tell right now how the tempo is going to be set. Defensively, how will Winston-Salem contain Hurd, the guy that's been putting some points on the board, and offensively, you know, can they get Burks off and Hurd off to a good start?
Quarterback will be Aubrey Jones. In the backfield will be Michael Burks. The wideouts are Kevin Hurd, Matt Butler, and Sullivan Beard, although Clint Schexnayder will be in there at a wide receiver post. And in fact, Clint Schexnayder starts tonight at wide receiver. Beard was listed as the starter. We'll set the offensive line in a moment. Here's the handoff to Burks. And Burks is there for a yard as Roy McCreary made the tackle for Winston-Salem.
And just right off left side, Burks takes a deep handoff, and it's just nowhere to go. McCreary knifes in and takes him by the ankles. And I guess they saw some films on Burke. If you want to get him down, you've got to wrap up by the ankles.
Providing the blocking up front. And protecting quarterback Aubrey Jones are guards Pierre Wilson and Lane Evans, and center Troy Davis for the Bayou Bucks as they come to the line of scrimmage with a 2nd and 9 at the 6-yard line. And you see Davis getting ready to snap to Jones, and Jones will fake and throw from the end zone, and he lofts it over everybody as he was being pressured. Didn't want to get sacked in that end zone for a safety.
Smart play. I mean, and now you see the maturation, the maturing of Jones. Smart play. Here we have a guy got a football. Jones, he gives a nice fake, he drops back. And I mean, he's almost in the grass for a safety there. And he knows that nobody's open. He's got to get rid of the football. So a smart play by Jones, not taking the safety and able to throw the football away.
Matt Butler, Clint Schexnayder, Kevin Hurd on 3rd down and 9 are the wideouts for Aubrey Jones, who goes straight back this time to throw. And overthrows Butler, who was open around the 15-yard line.
He had him. And he had him wide open. Butler ran a curl route, 15-yard line. He turned around. Football was just a tad bit high. And right here, he does everything right. He's got his feet planted. His shoulders are not thoroughly square, but you know, he just got away from it.
Robert Bailey will be in single safety as Mike Schaefer will kick it with Clint Schexnayder holding. They worked on the hold a lot, but it gets away from him, and Schaefer's going to have to try and run it out, and they're going to nail him at about the 2-yard line. Let's see. They call it a safety on the snap, and it's going to be an automatic 2 points for the Winston-Salem Energy, and that's what happens when the snap from center goes and hits the back of the end zone. And I think that's what they ruled when the ball hit the back.
It hit the back of the end zone. And they've been having problems last week with the snap from center on the kicks. And once again, the kick was not a strong kick. I mean, it did not have enough velocity on it where Schexnayder was able to grab it out of the air and get it set. So they, you know, that's one problem they've got to correct, because they had problems last week with that, where a couple of kicks were muffed also, just not thrown with enough velocity back to the holder.
So Winston-Salem right off the bat leading the Houma Bayou Bucks 2-0. And the Bucks are going to have to kick it off and play some defense here. Not a good start for the Houma Bayou Bucks.
Not a good start.
Sullivan Beer there on the special teams. Had a real good game last week.
Yeah, he's a guy, I mean, he can break one at any time. I mean, probably the fastest guy on the team, but it's one guy, you want him to get him the football, and they're going to find ways to get him the football tonight, I guarantee you.
Had a 31-yard kickoff return last week.
He's a weapon.
That put the nail in the coffin of the Mississippi Fire Dogs. But right now, it's Winston-Salem 2 and the Houma Bayou Bucks nothing.
You know, and as you can see, this first series, you can see it looked like the Bayou Bucks came out with a lot of emotion. We saw a ball thrown away by Aubrey Jones, thrown real high, and just missed snaps. So a lot of emotions, got to calm down and get into the football game.
There's a kick from Mike Schaefer, and it squibs around and hits Bailey as he picks it up inside the 5 and comes up to the 10. Timothy Betts will make sure he gets no further.
Nice tackle by Timothy Betts. You got a fast guy like Bailey trying to split it through the middle there. Betts comes down and makes the tackle. As you can see, it's a squibber here. So whenever you get a squibber on turf, the ball can take so many bounces. Bailey was able to pick it up. He tries to bring it back inside, but he meets Michael Betts and Charles Poole. Charles Poole was the first guy there. Michael Betts was able to wrap up.
Bailey is one of the wide receivers for the Winston-Salem Energy. The others are Gerald Clark and Lucas Green. The quarterback, Oscar Davenport. Big rangy quarterback, 6'5", 195. And the snap has not even occurred. And wide receiver Lucas Green was already at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, old Lucas is getting out, man. He's got to hold his momentum a little bit. Oscar Davenport, I mean, 6'5", 195. I mean, he's a physical specimen. I think you and I both talked, Steve. We saw this guy play on the college level. Not only can he throw the football, he's a good scrambler. So they've got a weapon in Oscar Davenport.
That's a 3-yard penalty. And he goes to 1st and 13, of course, now at the 7-yard line. The other starters include running back Justin Bivens, who is the lone back behind Davenport here. And Davenport to throw. Looks and throws long and deep out here. It is caught. And scoring the touchdown is Lucas Green. As a penalty flag, it's probably pass interference coming up against Hamilton for the Bayou Bucks, but
it might be on Lucas Green, I think, Steve. I think Lucas Green pushed off at the last minute to get that reception.
Pardon me.
I don't know if they're going to call it that way, but
it is against the defense.
They call it against the defense.
So it's a touchdown, and so just like that, with 11:38 to play, it is 8-0. Energy leading the Bayou Bucks.
Good job by Oscar Davenport of throwing the football. I mean, he threw that ball on a rope, some 40 yards in the air. But I really thought at the end that Lucas Green was the guy that initiated the push-off, got away with one there. The referee didn't see it that way.
43 yards on the pass play. Now Deskovich to attempt the extra point with Davenport holding. Has a set, and he kicks it through. 11:21 to play here in the first quarter. And it's Winston-Salem 9. The Houma Bayou Bucks, nothing. We will be back with the Energy's kickoff after this timeout. This is Bayou Bucks football on HTV 10. 11:21 to play here in the first quarter. Winston-Salem 9 and the Houma Bayou Bucks nothing. As the Energy strikes on a 43-yard touchdown pass from Davenport to Green. Here's the kickoff from Deskovich, and Michael Burks will pick it up at the 13. He is coming upfield across the 20, and he's tackled hard at the 21-yard line. Let's take another look at that touchdown pass from pretty picture perfect there from Davenport to Green.
Yeah, I mean, he throws this ball on a rope, and right here, he gets it up in the air, and this ball is thrown on the rope. Right here, the guys are jostling. You can't really see it, but it looks like to me Lucas actually pushed off, extended his arms, and usually the referee catches the guy that extends his arm because they're going to jostle the guy that extends his arm, but he didn't get called.
All three wide receivers are going to come to the near side here on 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line for the Bayou Bucks as they try to get some offense going here. Aubrey Jones, the quarterback, will throw. And he's throwing way downfield, and wide open is Butler for the touchdown. Well, that'll get you back in it.
And a personal foul will be tacked on top of that unnecessary roughness after Butler scores the touchdown. But a nice thrown pass by Aubrey Jones. And this guy said, hey, I can throw it on the rope too. And he drilled that one into Aubrey Jones. Take a look at it. He lines up, he drops back. Now he's scanning the field. And he's got a guy wide open in the center of the field. Matt Butler, he catches it, goes in for the touchdown. And right here, there's no need for this. I mean, there's no need for that.
Nice play call. Covers 29 yards. Jones to Butler. It's 9-6. 10:56 to go here in the first quarter. A lot of action here in the first couple of minutes of the game. And Mike Schaefer to attempt the extra point. There's the personal foul penalty that has been assessed as Clint Scheck-Snyder, and Mike Schaefer gets set.
I'm excited, man. I'm seeing this ball being thrown in the air. I'm seeing two quarterbacks that are able to drop back and scan the field. I think we're going to have a barn burn on our hands tonight.
All righty, through the net. Like a crawfish net, huh? Scheck-Snyder holds. Schaefer kicks, and he kicks it through. And we have penalty flags as they seem to have roughed up Mike Schaefer, and you don't want to do that.
No, we can't hurt the kicker.
10:48 to play. It's 9-7. As we'll keep it right here for the Buck kickoff. We'll see how they assess this penalty. But there's the kick, and here they come, and down goes Mike. Down goes Schaefer.
Down goes Schaefer. Down goes Schaefer. Howard Cosell with the famous call.
Great shot of the McDonald's Children's Home. Young people there having a good time at Bayou Bucks football game.
They're having a good time, man. They're rocking and rolling.
.10:48 to play in the first quarter. It's already 9-7. Safety and a long touchdown pass for the Winston-Salem Energy. A long touchdown pass for the Houma Bayou Bucks. On a great weekend for the National Indoor Football League.
And this is definitely a pivotal game for Aubrey Jones. I mean, they want to see his progression, and tonight he has to come out. He has to play well. Not that he hasn't been playing well, but tonight he has to come in and make some big-time throws and keep his team in the football game.
On Friday, Ohio Valley remained undefeated with a 26-19 win over the Omaha Beef. Like that name, huh? Casper, Wyoming. The Wyoming team beat La Crosse, the Night Train, 51-49, and Austin Knights defeated the Oklahoma Crude 44-35. Here's the kickoff from Mike Schaefer going down to Robert Bailey. The long-maned Bailey will take the one-hopper at the 9, and he's decked right there by Tim Betts and Clint Scheck-Snyder. A little excitement here in the Civic Center.
Tell you what, that's big-time play by Betts. Scheck-Snyder, I mean, this is just big time. He takes it in the air right here, but before he can get going, Scheck-Snyder's in, Betts is in, and they just corral him. Scheck-Snyder, fine job. I mean, if you're a receiver, you can go down and make tackles on special teams. What a valuable commodity you are in this league or any league.
Line of scrimmage will be the 3-yard line. That's where they set for the first play from Davenport, who will throw out of the end zone. And he has Bailey open and across midfield, breaks the tackle, and he's going to go the distance. Look at this. And we have yet another touchdown, and it's nothing but an offensive show here, as now we have 8 ticks off the clock and another touchdown. And it's 15-7, Winston-Salem leading the Bayou Bucks on a huge play.
Offensive explosion, baby. Offensive explosion. And he just dropped back. Davenport drops back and finds a hole. And I tell you what, number 37, Robert Bailey, is putting on a show tonight. He just scoots in the end zone. Another well-thrown ball by Davenport. What more can you say, guys? They are on fire.
And that was 47 yards. Covered on that one from the 3-yard line. Deskovich hits the extra point, and with 10:13 remaining here in the first quarter, the score now is Winston-Salem 16 and the Bayou Bucks 7. Winston-Salem was involved in a 59-54 win last week over the Tennessee Thundercats. It was a game in which they were able to recover a late fumble, so they're used to these high-scoring affairs.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a big rangy quarterback back there, and Oscar Davenport. Bailey's got some quicks. And Davenport, he's going to put it in the air, so they can put some points on the board.
16-7, 10:13 to play here in the first quarter. This is one of those games where you may not want to go to the concession stand. You might miss something. Huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't wait on the popcorn at halftime, guys, because the way they're putting points on the board, you definitely might miss something.
There's the man.
There he is, the legend, Coach Don Schwab.
Coach Schwab with his grandchildren, having a good time sitting in the box.
He looked like he can still play, man. Look at those shoulders on that guy.
He does.
Yeah, looks good.
And he is right in line, right positioned perfectly to get a souvenir football.
Exactly. He should come up with one.
Right, maybe in the next minute.
That's it.
Deskovich will kick it off. He is number 1. flanked by Kelvin Jones, a defensive lineman, number 54 there. There's the kick. It's a line drive, and it's coming down to Sullivan Beard at the 2. And Beard will come upfield, waiting on his blocking and squeezing through to get across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Kerry Green made the tackle for the Winston-Salem Energy. They have 3 gentlemen on their roster with the last name Green.
Sullivan.